Mick's face is in a state and he's in no mood to explain how it got that way. But later he visits Stan in hospital and wants some answers. Tina takes pity on the grumpy old codger and insists he comes to stay with him until he's better. Mick agrees, but only till then. Stan soon shows his true colours, and they're not rainbow-hued, but Mick takes him back to his flat and lets him know exactly how he feels about him. Mick thinks someone's broken into Stan's flat, and he's right, but it's Shirley, who's moved in while Stan's at the Vic because she can't bear him. Later the Carters get some shock news, and you can be sure he's involved. Jane and Ian insist to Denise there's nothing going on, so she and Shabnam arrange for them all to have a meal with Masood. So what's cooking? Well, Denise wants Jane and Maz together, while Shabnam wants Jane and Ian hooked up to get her away from her dad. But it backfires when Jane kisses Maz. He knows Jane's using him, but he doesn't let an angry Shabnam know that. And Lucy's being very furtive around Lauren. She checks Lucy's phone, who leaves their party when she gets a text. But who is she off to meet? Next we drop into Weatherfield. It's another fine mess Peter Barlow's made of his life as Carla breaks the news of her pregnancy. Then Tina stuns him with news she may also be pregnant. How's he going to work this out? With booze, of course. Luckily Steve finds him before anyone else and books him into a hotel. But the morning after is even worse when he realises he told Steve about the affair. Later, Tina anxiously takes a pregnancy test around to Peter's. He breathes a massive sigh of relief when it's negative, then dumps her to her absolute fury. Feeling suspicious about the break-in, and when Owen's blacklisted by the council, he knows who's behind it. Owen's ashamed when Tim pays for Faye's school trip, and Anna decides to step in and talk to Valerie. She knows how close to the edge her men are. Anna reveals Phelan's blackmailed to her, but she won't help, so Anna reveals Phelan's creepy sexual advances. And Nick spots a flirty moment between Cal and Leanne. He puts the hard word on Cal, but later Leanne thinks Nick should mind his own business. Finally, we check into the village. Belle faces a terrible time when she's charged with Gemma's murder, while Lisa feels excluded as Belle turns to Zach. Their marriage looks in peril after Zach encouraged their daughter to confess, and he's mortified when Belle wants to plead guilty. Lisa softens and comes to their aid. She's upset, but tells Zach not to blame himself, while she begs Belle not to throw away her life. Kane covers for Debbie when police come looking for stolen cars at the garage. She later gets another tempting offer, although she assaults the touchy-feely client and is arrested. Much to Ross's irritation, Debbie's in the mood for love when Pete plays the hero and bullies the client into dropping the charges. And Val and Pollard are on the skids again after she's trolled online. Then Ian shows up. Pollard punches him, a rash act that drives Val towards Ian.